Everybody, so I am making this video this afternoon so I can put this up and post it as soon as possible because this assignment is going to be due on Sunday and I want to give you as much time as possible. So quickly, let me go over what we've done so far. So far the class has worked together for this assignment, the Finding Themes in College Urban Legends Essay Prep Shared Class document. You guys did a really great job coming up with stories to go with each of the themes. I really appreciate it. So you'll see that I've removed the initials. Don't worry, you've gotten credit for this already, but what I wanted to do is, because we're moving on to the next thing, it doesn't really matter the initials, so I just wanted to streamline everything. So right now, what you're gonna see is three things. So you're going to see the theme, which was there originally. You're going to see the stories, and as I said, I've removed the initials, but I kept everything else, so they are all there. And then you are also going to see a list of research topics to go along with each of these themes. So this is something new. I've added that. So once you guys were all done with your stories, I went through and based off the themes that you guys are using, I came up with some possible research topics to go with them. So let me explain how this is going to work. So for this assignment here, the Essay 2 topic submission themes and research questions, you are going to choose 2 themes and 4 stories and 2 research topics that you're interested in writing about for your Essay 2. So before you get overwhelmed, I'm going to explain it. So first link is just going to take you to this page here. So yeah, that just so you know, that's where that's going. And then this second link is what you're going to be filling out and submitting. So I'm going to open that. Okay, so what that's going to look like is this. So your first thing is you're going to be choosing your 2 themes and your 4 stories. So for your 2 themes, you can choose any of these themes here on the far left. So there's plenty to choose from. The only rules for choosing themes are you want to choose 2 themes that are very different from each other. So for example, you don't want to choose unprofessional professors and lazy professors because they're kind of the same thing. There's going to be a lot of crossover. So if you're going to do something like unprofessional professors, then maybe your second theme is stressful classes or murder or something like that. So 2 very different themes because that's going to give you more to work with. So that's the first step, is choose 2 themes that you want to write about. And then the second step is going to be choosing 2 stories per theme. So using my same example. So if my first theme is unprofessional professors, then I'm going to go through this list and I'm going to choose 2 stories that I think are representative of the type of unprofessional professor that I'm interested in talking about. So this totally depends on you. So if you're someone that wants to focus mostly on, say, super strict professors or professors that make their students uncomfortable or professors that aren't getting the job done or something like that, you're going to choose 2 stories that you think are best representative of that. So that will be the first thing. So you're going to choose 2 themes. For each theme, you're going to choose 2 stories. Again, it's totally up to you what 2 stories you want to choose. There's obviously plenty to choose from. And then once you have your 2 themes and your 4 stories, then for each of your chosen themes, you are going to choose a research topic. So one thing you're going to notice as you're kind of comparing the themes to the research topics is the research topics are loosely based on the themes. And the reason we do this is because the themes in College Urban Legends are pretty basic. There's not a lot going on here. And so what we want to do is be able to take these very broad, very non-specific issues that college students have or themes that college students are interested in and try to figure out their real world importance. So yeah, if unprofessional professors, students care about that because obviously they care about their classes, they care about their grades, they want to have a good experience, they're paying a lot of money for it. So then what we want to do for our research topics is choose research topics kind of related to that. So I put, should college professors get more teacher training? What resources do students have to fight against bad professors? Can a professor impact a student's overall success in college? Are most college students happy with their professors? So things like that, where we can then turn this kind of general theme into a research topic that then you will go and research and find information for and find basically answers to your questions. So similar thing, let's use murder as an example. So a lot of students like to choose murder as one of their themes, which is great, but it's easy to kind of fall into the thing of, okay, so is murder like common in college or something like that? And we want to kind of go beyond that, because I'm going to tell you right away that no, murder is not common in college. That's why these stories are so kind of fun and interesting, because the reality is you are not likely to get murdered in college. However, you are likely, or you're more likely to have other things happen to you. You're more likely to be robbed, to be assaulted, to, anything like that. So what we would want to do is think about, okay, so college students aren't actually worried about murder, but they probably are worried about being safe, and they're worried about, is a college campus somewhere safe for them? So then that would be something we would look into for our research topic. So what are the biggest dangers on a college campus? Are students living on campus safer than those living off campus? I think that's kind of interesting. What services do colleges provide to keep students safe? What groups of students are most at risk? So whether we're talking about women, whether we're talking about people of color, whether we're talking about immigrants, students, so first or second generation immigrant students, are those groups more likely? We could also look into things like trans students being more at risk, or LGBT students being more at risk. So those are all things that could be answered in this research topic. So basically what you're going to be doing is, choosing 2 themes, 4 stories, so 2 stories to go with each theme, and then 1 research topic to go with each theme. So that's what you're going to be writing down here. So for just last kind of example, so say my theme 1 is unprofessional professors. Then what I would do is just pick 2 of these stories, just copy and paste directly from the page, the 2 stories that you want. I would copy and paste them down here, so story 1, story 2. Then whatever my second theme is, so say murder, and then I would have story 1, story 2, copy and paste from that list. And then I would have down here my 2 research topics. So I would have a research topic that I chose from the unprofessional professors list, and then a research topic that I chose from the murder list, wherever that is. And that's going to end up being my 2 research topics. So that being said, if you go through this and you definitely know what research topic that you want to do, there's just the one that stands out to you, that's the one that you want, put it down here and you'll be good. If you're deciding between a couple, feel free to list more than one down here, and what I'll do when I look at your submission when I'm grading it is I'll circle the one that I think is going to be the best choice for you, and then you can either decide to take that one, or obviously you can go your own direction if you want. But if you do want my help, feel free to list more than one research topic and I can help you kind of narrow them down. You also are allowed to come up with an alternative research topic. These are really just kind of starting points, but please keep in mind that we want to avoid any topics that are not going to be able to be proven either way with scientific evidence. So what that means is we don't want a research topic like "Are teachers really actually mean?" or something like that, where it's like, yeah, I mean, I'm sure some are, but obviously some aren't. So we're not really going to be able to prove that either way, other than to say like probably not all of them, which isn't really an interesting research topic. So we want to kind of look beyond the obvious, or look beyond kind of these like black and white things, and go more into that gray area to kind of understand these issues a little bit more. Okay, so that was a lot. Hopefully that made sense to all of you. Of course, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out and ask. But yeah, basically all you're doing for this assignment, all you're submitting is this form here. Make sure to save yourself a copy before you start to edit, because you are going to be editing this for yourself. So you're not going to be able to edit the class version, obviously. So save yourself a copy, fill this out. So 2 themes, 2 stories per theme, so you're going to end up with 4 stories in all, and then 2 research topics related to the themes. And of course, please use this here. The reason we came up with it is exactly for this. So please don't choose themes that aren't on here, or choose stories that aren't on here. Try to use this so that you're not, reinventing the wheel or trying to figure out something that we've already figured out as a class. So get this done, submit it, and then once that's done, that will be your topic for Essay 2. And for the next part, I'll kind of explain how we're going to actually use all this information. So don't stress about that yet. For now, just choose your topics, choose your themes, your research topics, and your stories, and then I will explain what we will do from there. So good luck, and again, if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. Otherwise, I will talk to you guys later.